So I think that asking how I've been impacted is an important question, because there is no definitive answer. It's sort of happened in a series of sequences. So at the beginning, I was apprehensive. I was hopeful that I was going to see results fast. And then towards the middle, I was starting to see a little bit of progress, but I wasn't sure if that was more in my own head. I would say others that were close to me would notice a bit of a difference, but it was more me that was noticing. And still in big spaces, like seeing photos of myself or seeing myself on video calls, I would still sort of bring my eye to the areas that I felt were deficits, like the sides of my hair were extremely thin. And then towards the end I think that's when I noticed the biggest, most impactful difference. So what that tells me is that you're not gonna have that immediate end feeling right away. You have to carry it through and trust the process. It's unlike a lot of things that are happening in our life now, where you sort of expect those instant results. That's not what's gonna happen. So it's just really meaningful. First, I would say, I know that the decision is hard, and I know that you have to come to a realization of that you're not happy with how your hair looks and what else that means in your life. It affects your self-confidence, it affects how you see yourself when you're in the presence of other people. And then when you're speaking, for me, it's when I was speaking in a situation with a large group of people that didn't know me. Although I was confident in the conversation and the content of my knowledge, when I was speaking to a whole group of people, I had this underlying feeling that everybody was staring at my hair. And I hated that. I hated that undercurrent of lack of confidence in myself. And I feel like at times it might have shown. I hope that it didn't, but I feel like it did. And then I hated that internal dialogue. I hated that. And I would just say to everybody that that internal dialogue is going to stop, because you're going to see results and you're going to be very happy with what you have. And it's worth the investigation, it's worth the time, and it's definitely worth the investment. Yes.
They're
amazing.
Actually amazing.
What I liked about my before and after photos, and it's what I see when I come into this clinic, is that it's not this falsehood of I'm not going to turn into Jennifer Lopez and have this beautiful lush hair, but it's what it meant to me. It was the difference in my life and the difference in my hair. And I never had false hope. And I believe strongly that's because of my work with Michelle and with Dr. Moon as well. It was realistic. There was definitely hope of improvement, but it was never a falsehood of what I was going to be leaving with. But my results were incredible. There's growth in places that had no hair.
Yeah.
So it's
awesome.
Great.